Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Opening Night Geek, the show that if Martin Scorsese were to watch, he would say, wow, that brown guy sure does have a lot of lines. I am the person that just made that joke of movie trivia. My name is Alex. With me is the only ad that I do feel guilty blocking. It is Adelaide. Adelaide, how are you?
I am obligated to not laugh at that first joke. Backstage loved it. I am excited. I just came from a 2-hour stream. I am delirious. And I am going to have my mind blown by the two competitors we have playing today.
Yeah, I don't think I could do this. The truth is, Adelaide's been blackmailing me this whole time to do these videos, and I think it's time we come clean. My real first name isn't Alex. My real first name is Tevye. And if I were a rich man, I would bet that this is going to be an amazing match right here today. We've got Antonio Chavez, 2-1, having a really good time in this division, and Cameron Holtzman, who bounced back from a TKO loss to a TKO win over Jay Burns. So he is potentially on the upswing. Cameron Holtzman, he thinks he's a fringe player, but his geek knowledge actually holds up significantly well. Is it going to be enough to take out Antonio Chavez? He's a very tough out for anybody in this division. I believe, if memory serves, his one loss is to Joe Fairley.
Exactly. But I think there's also something to be said about momentum. Holtzman is coming out of a TKO win, and he actually even already played within our little, like after this title picture. So he at least has something pushing him forward. We have to see if Antonio, even if it's like 4 months after that, can keep him going. Because again, he had 2 very dominant wins, but then a loss recently. Is that lack of playing going to bite him in the butt coming into today's match?
Well, only one thing to do now, and that's go to the promos. What do the players think?
Hello, I'm here in Geek. Like they said in the promo, I like to say a lot when I play in stuff like fandom. I'm a fringe player, not a geek player. When I say that, what I mean is not necessarily that I'm bad at geek. It's just that I'm far more comfortable with the other stuff than I am with this. But I think me TKOing Jay proves that I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm here. And then now I'm up against Antonio. And of course, Antonio beat Coho. Coho beat me. So regular logic would dictate that Antonio should beat me. But rock, paper, scissors logic would dictate that if we go in the triangle, I'll beat Antonio. So let's throw real logic out the window. Rock, paper, scissors, baby. Let's do this.
So me and my boy Wade here. Been a bit of a break, kind of rusty. Yeah, last loss was against Joe. It was tough. But listen, I understand the rock, paper, scissors logic, but I still think Cam is a hell of a player. I'm not taking this lightly, but I do want to win. I want to keep this momentum that I have going, even though my last match was a loss. But I still want to keep making a name for myself. So I'm not taking this lying down. I'm here to win, here to play. Let's go. Wade's going to take a backseat to everything. All right? Bye.
Wait, so as we all know, rock crushes scissors, scissors cuts paper, paper disproves Spock, Spock crushes lizard, rock also crushes lizard, but also paper beats rock. So a lot of things happening in Holtzman's promo.
Is that a Big Bang Theory reference?
I already hate myself for talking.
Introducing first with an Untitled Geek record of 1 win and just 1 defeat. He is Cameron Holtzman.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock rules actually dictate that the lizard poisons Spock. So joke's on you.
Oh no, I'm not Tim Bacall. I know everything about Big Bang Theory. Ooh.
And his opponent with an Untitled Geek record of 2 wins with just 1 defeat. He is Antonio Chavez. All right, everybody is here. So we're going to go really quickly over the rules of round number 1. Round number 1 will be 10 questions asked to the field from 10 different categories of what we here at Ontel have determined to be geek. Each player will also have 3 repeats. Each question will be worth 1 point. Challenge, blah, 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 blah. This is not a rookie matchup. I don't actually care for the folks at home. All right. Any questions from the field?
Nope.
Great.
Why don't you like the folks at home, Alex?
Well,
What
you
did they
see,
do
I'm
to
at
you?
home. It's also very late. I've taken my sleeping pill. I've also had 3 rum and coke because I had to get to the Wolverine tonight, which was bad.
It's a good movie.
It's actually a good movie. Yeah.
It's not the worst movie starring Wolverine.
Your first question in the Wolverine.
Right.
Your first question will actually be asked to you by my intrepid co-host.
Oh, okay.
That's
Your category. Oh my god, I'm lagging. Your next category is not Marvel, but it is Marvel Cinematic Universe in the MCU. In what MCU movie does the Reality Stone get introduced? How much sense did it make? 'Cause I feel like I was cutting out during it.
no, you were fine.
Okay, my screen. Is
Oh no, I'm
blinking.
lagging. There was 1 second, and then we heard
Okay.
MCU. It's
Great.
okay. The Wolverine is just boring.
It's
Like a
It's-
movie with samurai
it's-
shouldn't be
boring.
boring. Oh, I have a
Right.
great story later.
4, 3, 2, 1. Holes Man
Unless I'm completely missing something, Thor: The Dark World.
and Antonio.
I hope I'm not missing anything either. Thor: The Dark World.
You're not missing anything. You both hit the question.
Correct.
I was like, is there a post-credit scene somewhere?
Yeah.
Screw me.
All right, so far so good. Second question will come from the category of mixed bag. What 1990s comic book movie features Ian McKellen as the character Reinhardt Lane?
Both going perfect so far. And mixed bag.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you
So
gonna do?
It's like you're not even letting him like go up to the rim for a dunk. You're just like kneecapping him at the start of the jump.
I mean,
I'm tired.
this is a show that deserves to be kneecapped. I'll be honest with you.
If we had knees, you could break them.
You two had me.
4, 3, 2, 1. Antonio
The Shadow.
and Holtzman.
The Shadow.
Both are correct. Oh man, your next question in my favorite category, Wizarding World. In what Harry Potter movie does Harry get a Firebolt broom as a gift?
So I recently introduced a favorite movie of ours in which a 22-year-old dates a 17-year-old, you know? And the person I was with did like the slow head turn to me and was like, "What have you brought me to see now?" I was like, okay, 20 minutes.
Did you
Give me
watch it in
20 minutes.
Theaters?
Yes.
Or okay,
Yes.
at least you had that environment.
I was like, okay, give me 20 minutes and we're gonna be having a great time.
Wait until someone else famous shows up and you're good.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are down. I think we're at Cameron again.
Yes.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Antonio.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
That's correct.
We probably
All
could've
right.
written Prisoner of Azkaban.
That's what I did in testing. Nobody seemed to mind. All right, fourth question. Marvel. Hey, from before. A villainous company called the Life Foundation appears in what Marvel movie?
I feel like being a villain and having life in your title is sort of like counterintuitive. Like if you're a villain, should be called the Death Foundation.
So you're saying that James Bond got it right?
I don't
Like
know. Fuck James
Spectre.
Bond.
Perfect.
S as in shit. It's Robert Loggia. P as in pray to Jesus. It's Robert Loggia.
Oh,
4, 3.
I missed
2,
the elk. I
1.
genuinely.
No, I don't, Antonio
Venom.
and Holtzman.
Knock, knock, let the devil in.
The greatest film of all time is correct.
Oh my god. I can't do this. That brings us all the way over to Star Trek. In Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, who breaks out Kirk, Spock, and Bones from the Enterprise's cell?
So this will like hella date the match. But that Venom 2 trailer looks amazing.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, but Woody Harrelson in a shitty wig with a bad southern accent
He's
that
not in the
sells
shady wig
me.
anymore. Did you watch the trailer?
I don't remember the trailer. I just know I wanted it to be gayer. And I will continue pushing that trailer.
That's your long-standing critique against all movies is could it
Yes.
be gayer?
Yes, 100%.
All right, well,
5,
we'll see.
4, 3, 2, 1. Holtzman
Said Sulu.
and Antonio.
Yes, check off.
Goodbye,
Uh,
perfect rounds.
Okay. All right. I wasn't sure.
Yep, we were looking for Scotty.
Oh, nailed it.
Resident Star Trek expert here. Our next
I
category
don't
is
remember which 3 characters you named, but I know you didn't name Sulu or
Right.
It's reasonable guess.
actual best category, Oscars. After Star Wars A New Hope, what was the first geek movie to be nominated for Best Original Score?
I swear, I was like, you just asked me last match what's the first to be nominated for Best Picture. If you ask me what's the second, I'm going to throw something.
So, fun fact, we've had this bonus question in the document, I think, since the beginning of the year.
Yes.
Has anyone gotten a perfect round yet? That's the better question.
No. We always get him with something.
God, one of these days we should just ask like 10 movies where the answer is the same thing, or 10 questions where the answer is the same thing, and see if anyone gets it.
I've been pushing for it. Every single answer should be
I'll
John.
let
I got
you
4
ask
with
3
peaches.
questions in a round 1 where the answer was peach.
It was a great match.
Because you've never done that before.
No. Watch out, oranges. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Antonio
Superman the movie?
and Holtzman.
Are you sure it's not Superman the Motion Picture?
Someone's going to say it. Both correct.
Oh, that's a real shame.
We tested the
Oh.
question on Rue. Did not hearing that joke.
Yo, Rue is so over that joke. Like, Rue, he has
Honestly,
the
so
like.
am I don't know why I made it.
He has the dead-eyed expression of a meat doing commentary. Next question. We go on to Middle Earth. In the Fellowship of the Ring, what member of the Fellowship drops a skeleton and a bucket in Moria, making noise and alerting the orcs of their presence?
That joke coming from resident renowned superfan Cameron Holtzman. And his favorite player, Finstock.
Sam Levine gang for life also.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Don't you love when a homeless man crawls out of a dumpster, puts on a weird mask, and says, "Hey, I am your friend now"?
No.
I think that would be half of the trivia community.
I'm sorry, 1 second.
I don't.
5, 4.
Sorry,
Three.
my dad was reminding me to take out the garbage.
Wow.
Holtzman
Pippin?
and Antonio.
It's Pippin.
It is a great musical.
I was like, that's fool of a took, right?
Oh, you're next. Oh, wait. Is this my category? It is my question. Hell yeah.
Yeah, why not?
We switched questions somewhere.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you were laughing about Star Trek, and I was just like, okay, let's keep going.
Oh, okay. Next question. The category is Star Wars with a Z because we're cool. In what Star Wars film does a mobster called Lady Proxima make an appearance?
Oh shoot, I meant to do this at the Oscars question, but like Onward should have gotten the
Fuck you.
Oscar for best animated.
You know what didn't
Soul did
deserve
not
to
have
win an
any
Oscar?
gelatinous cubes.
It's true.
Did-
Find one gelatinous cube.
But did
Put a
it?
gelatinous cube in Wolf Walker's best picture.
Sure, actually.
But does Onward have enough of Amazon? I don't think so. Nomadland Best Picture. It's a bad movie.
Monsters
5,
versus the Machines,
4,
Best Picture 2020.
3, 2. Go fuck yourself. 1. Antonio
Solo Star Wars story.
and Holtzman.
Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Both correct.
Oh, did you not want to do the quotes question?
Oh, I wanted to do the quotes question. 'cause
Do
I
the
like
quotes question.
Hell yeah, 2 in a row. All right, quotes. In what DC film will you hear the quote, "Fortune smiles, another day of wine and roses," or in your case, beer and pizza? If fortune smiled upon you, what would you get?
I mean, hopefully a fortune. Going back to that, if I were a rich man
He's just like if you found your Zoltar machine, like coming to Geek, Fiddler on the Roof. Why not?
If I'm allowed to,
4,
I will.
3, 2, 1. Holtzman
I'm not sure. I said Green Lantern.
and Antonio.
It's Batman Forever.
Someone took a lead, and it is Antonio.
Yep. Great call with Batman Forever. And that will lead us to the 10th and final question in this round number 1. We go now to the DCEU. In Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, why is Wallace Keefe, guy in the wheelchair, arrested?
Is that like the dark timeline of Ned Leeds, the guy in the wheelchair?
This is we're at the start of an ableist joke, and I'm just gonna stop us.
It's not ableist.
Right
It's adding a.
We're gonna stop right here.
Ned Leeds is a great character, and I will stand by that.
Just gonna stop. Also, what's wrong with Nomadland? Hang on.
It's boring, and I hate it.
It is very boring. It is quite boring.
4,
But it's really funny watching Francis
2,
McDormand poop.
1.
It's hilarious.
Antonio
I'm sure what you want. I said for defacing the statue of Superman.
and Holtzman.
He defaces the Superman statue in brackets graffiti.
Both of you are correct.
Well done. Also really weird, but well done.
Yeah.
The fact that we both just defaced.
I mean, you're talking about Francis McDormand pooping, so I think one thing's objectively weirder here.
Listen, I'd never said the show was of high taste. All right, at the end of round number 1, Adelaide, what is the score?
It is 9-8 in Antonio's favor, and I forgot to do the thing, so I'm going to do that now. As Alex read you your rules for round number 2.
Well, I'm going to be doing this mostly from memory. Both players still have all the repeats as well as the challenges. The score is 9-8. We go into round number 2. In round number 2, we'll be asking you 5 questions with the option of multiple choice. Each question will be worth 2 points unless you go the multiple choice route. That will bring the point value down to 1 point. We have 3 categories on the board today. 2 of them will be chosen in this round number 2. The third one, if we need it, will be used in round number 3. Today's categories are Mixed Bag, DC, Star Trek. Antonio, you are in the lead, therefore have control of the board. Do you want to pick first, second?
I'll pick first.
All right. And would you like your questions first or second?
First.
All right. And once again, you have control of the board. I believe you said you wanted to pick first. So once again, Mixed Bag, DC, or Star Trek.
Well, I'm wearing the shirt, so I might as well go with DC.
Reasonable. And Cameron, which of the 2 remaining categories would you like?
Usually assert destruction in round 3, and I will take Star Trek.
I love it.
As any sane person would.
Considering you've seen the movies, should I take DC?
Sure.
Okay.
Spence
All right.
everyone who plays them ammunition for the future.
So Antonio,
Yeah.
your questions in the category of DC. Also, I've done this now, so fuck you, David.
Oh.
All right, so Antonio, your first question. The Omegahedron is a piece of technology in what DC film?
Supergirl?
That is correct for 2 points. All right, so score now is 11-8, heading into Antonio's second question in DC. In Constantine, the Spear of Destiny is tainted with what?
The blood of Jesus Christ.
Correct for 2 points.
Hallelujah.
Who voiced Barbara Gordon in the Lego Batman movie?
Rosario Dawson?
That is correct for 2 points. What social event is John Rooney hosting in the beginning of Road to Perdition?
Birthday party?
That is incorrect. Holtzman for the 2 point steal.
A funeral.
That is correct for 2 points.
Right.
Great, Steve.
The opposite of a birthday party.
Right. Very good.
All right. And Antonio, your last question. What DC character's favorite film is The Count of Monte Cristo?
V.
That is correct for 2 points.
Solid
I shouldn't write it
round.
down because I'll see that I just wrote a single letter.
Holtzman picking up 8 points, a very solid round, but Holtzman getting a very big 2 point steal with the possibility now of taking the lead if he can run his category.
Yep. We go now to Holtzman's 5 questions in the category of Star Trek. Question 1. In Star Trek The Motion Picture, who prevents Captain Kirk from firing phasers against the strange object while they are trapped inside a wormhole?
Multiple choice.
All right.
This movie says.
Is it A, Sulu, B, Decker, C, Ilea, or D, Scotty?
Ilea.
That is incorrect. So for 1 point steal, we go to Antonio. Once again, is it A, Sulu, B, Decker, C, Ilea, or D, Scotty?
I'm gonna say Decker.
And that is correct for a 1 point steal.
There was one of the two of them, but
Mm.
this movie's ass. So
Thanks, I agree.
All right, we go back to Cameron for the second question. In Star Trek Into Darkness, what does Scotty discover in the coordinates near Jupiter Khan gives to Kirk?
I feel like I'm gonna screw it up if I try to multiple choice because I'm gonna screw it up.
Sure. Is it A, Khan's crew, B, a Federation army, C, a bird of prey, or D, the USS Vengeance?
The Vengeance.
And that is correct for 1 point.
I was like, I can't just say a ship. That's nuts.
Yeah.
I know it's not.
All right, third question. In what Star Trek movie does Geordi LaForge get to sea for a brief period of time? In what movie?
Star Trek Insurrection.
For 2 points. All right. Fourth question. In Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, to what type of restaurant do Kirk and Jillian go eat?
They go to a pizza place. So I guess Italian then.
Yes.
They order
that's correct for
pizza
2 points.
Specifically,
Yeah.
And they never discuss anything other than pizza when they're ordering.
No, yes, that is correct for 2 points. All right, and your final question in round number 2. In Star Trek 2009, who does Kirk say he wants with him when he takes the Kobayashi Maru test?
Uhura.
That is incorrect. So, Antonio, for a 2 point steal, once again, the question in Star Trek 2009, who does Kirk say he wants with him when he takes the Kobayashi Maru test?
Bones.
For 2 points.
Again, one of the two. Pick the wrong one.
All right.
At the time.
So I believe at the end of round number 2, we have a semi-tie game here. I believe the score, 20-15 favoring Antonio. All 3 repeats left on the table, as well as a challenge. We go now to round number 3. Round number 3 will decide the game, and we will be asking each player a potential 2, a 3, and a 5 point question to decide who will win this match, barring sudden death. I hope we are prepared for that. I don't actually know.
We are, don't worry.
Perfect. Antonio, you still control the board. Would you like set 1 or set 2?
1.
All right, that is set 1 for Antonio.
All right, so I will be giving Holtzman his questions in set number 2.
Lovely.
I would like
Yes.
set 2.
Good for you. Okay. So once again, all 3 repeats are still on the board. You need 5 points to throw it to Antonio. Your
Cool.
first question. Who stars as Judge Dredd in Dredd?
Carl Urban.
That is correct for 2 points.
I was waiting
Or-
for if it was going to be Dredd or Judge Dredd.
I know, right?
For 3 points to tie it and throw it to Antonio. In The Incredibles, what crime does Bob Parr's boss force him to ignore before Bob throws him through a wall?
A robbery.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct for 3 points.
Yeah. Armed robbery.
Looking for mugging, but it's the same thing. Yes. So
I'm not from New York. I don't
I
know.
won't challenge that.
it is
no.
a tie game. Going to Antonio's questions, Holtzman avoiding the TKO.
Yep. Well done. We go now to Antonio for a 2-point question. For 2 points, Antonio, who stars as Judge Dredd in Judge Dredd?
Are you serious? For real?
That's the question.
Sylvester Stallone.
For 2 points.
Am I allowed to challenge?
They are the most equal they can possibly be. So
I'm so glad I didn't say that at least.
I was rushing you to not throw it in. So here's where we are. Holtzman is going to be asked his 5-point question again with 3 repeats remaining. If he hits this to at least tie the game, Antonio needs to hit a 3 on his 5 to win. So Cam, your 5-point question in mixed bag. What is the name of the nightclub Barb Wire owns in Barb Wire?
Good game, Antonio. What is the name of the nightclub that Barb Wire owns in Barb Wire? I know that Ice-T turns into like some kind of kangaroo man.
Really?
5, 4, 3.
We're gonna say the
2,
Kit Kat Club
1.
from Cabaret. Final answer.
And your winner, the assassin, Antonio Chavez. Let's up to the second best kind of shark, Hammerhead.
Of course.
Yes. We'll talk to the big fan of sharks first. Karen Holtzman, I know today did not go how you wanted it to, but you played a very good game. How do you feel?
Yeah, I would have loved those DC questions. I would have gone 10 for 10 in those. Star Trek, I felt decent about, but there were a couple where it was just like, it's both of the questions that I missed were, it's between 2 people, and I just picked the wrong one. I think Antonio also knew, well, if it's not that one, it has to be the other guy. That's sort of what did it. And then, yeah, Barb Wire, the classic Barb Wire, starring whoever plays her. I've never seen the movie. I think it's Pamela Anderson.
For 5 points.
There we go. Boom. Back on.
Back in.
Antonio's question. Go.
I will say that is the minefield of mixed bag, where unfortunately there are so many films that people aren't quite as aware of that the 5-pointer might trip you up is not something that you've seen. However, you did just play a very good game. You are unfortunately negative right now, but we're going to ignore that because a lot of people are negative, unfortunately. So, next match. Is there anyone who you'd like to play?
Can I just play Jay again?
No.
Then who has like a similar record to me? Is there anyone else who is 1 and 2?
I literally just pulled it up. No, I do not believe so. Unfortunately, you are our solo. You're
1 and 1 or 0 and 1.
Your only 0 and 1 currently is either Mark Kamier or Brandon Dunlap.
I'll take either of those guys. Yeah.
All right, great. Well, that happened.
I beat Jay, and everyone thinks Jay is better than Mark. So.
Yeah.
Oh, shots are fired. Said that matchup. I'm calling it.
All right, so we will talk to you in your next match where you might play one of them, or you might just play someone else. Who knows?
Woo!
And we talked to the man who, I don't know, I'm going to make an assassin joke, and I couldn't really think of one.
Added another body to the pile. And
you know what?
Chavez,
Antonio Chavez, are you John Wilkes Booth? Because you just don't miss. How are you feeling after your win today?
I'm actually, it got a little bit close at the end there because we matched each other in round 1. And then the round 2, I was like, damn, he stole Word of Perdition. So that's where I got nervous. And I feel like I had a feeling he was going to like sweep Star Trek. But then as soon as I got those steals, I felt a bit better. But mixed bag, you never know. So that's why I was just glad that he got a from the classic Barbed Wire. I'm glad he got a question there. You know, I've never seen it. So I'm just glad. I'm curious to see what mine would have been, but I'm just glad that I never got to that point. But hey, it's a hell of a player, though. You know, I was still nervous the whole time.
Similarly, you're similarly named to a Stephen Sondheim musical, meaning you are a great assassin. You are in your. Actually, we know who your next match is, so don't want to just like call out. Next up,
Oh no,
you are playing someone you are very familiar with, a very close friend of yours, and I believe this is your third time playing against each other. The Ghost, Robert Kastner.
Oh, jeez. All right,
Robert, mano y mano times Trace. How do you feel?
I think we're like 1-1. I think even across any other leagues.
Rubber match.
Rubber match. Right. Hey, I could be wrong, but either way, man, it's always fun playing him, and it's gonna be interesting. I'm definitely gonna like brush up on all my shitty '90s movies like Barbed Wire for that. So that's definitely something to look forward to. Now, thank you for letting me know, so I can start being scared, but also start studying.
Yeah. All right. You have any words for your potential opponent?
No, he's my boy. Listen, I love him. May the best man win. That's all I'll say.
Hell yeah. All right. We'll throw you backstage. I wish I had more assassin jokes, but I ran out. Alex, how are you doing?
Ran out. You didn't make one. I had to. Well, that was a great match. If I were a rich man, I'd be a richer man right now. Like I said before, from the two jokes from before. Yeah, it was an incredible match. Sometimes you just hit that one movie. You know the one. Barbed Wire, Tank Girl, all the Star Trek movies that we missed before. It's just unfortunate. Cam still knows a lot about movies, putting up an incredible amount of points. Really close in the first, fell behind a little bit in the second, couldn't hit that 5-point question. Happens to the best of them. Antonio going on to play Robert Kastner, who I'm really excited about as a rookie this year. And then the road to the title continues for one of them. And lots of more exciting matches coming down the future.
Hell yeah.
Tontal Geek. And you guys were worried after we did that like horrible intro. Come on,
Horribly.
we reeled it back in. The matches are great here at Untitled Geek.
It stars us. How could it be horrible, you know?
Well, it stars at least one of us. So everybody, thank you for coming out. What's the thing that you do? Get a vaccine, tip your teachers.
Thank you for watching Update Trivia. Stay inside, stay safe, wash your hands, wash your face, support your local teachers, get a fucking vaccine. And we will see you next week for some more great geek matches. We're assassins, get it? See you next week.